All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, the Browns used to build the dome, I guess.
Set to boom this one away. 22 men ready to do battle.
Definitely
it's time
stadium.
to dance. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Alrighty, so since I ain't got shit else to do, let's go ahead and just walk through my defense, bro. Do a quick walkthrough, right? My defense is predicated on making everything look the same. No secret to that shit.
On 1st and 10, Walton.
No animation, bro. Like, that's what I mean, fam. I press triangle.
Let's face it, if you've got the ball,
come on, bro.
To more on 1st down is what you're aiming for.
Come on,
throw
fam.
for it there. Nice effort to knock Valvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Oh my God, already. I don't get the catch animation. That's insane. I already see what type of game it's gonna be, bro. Oh well.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Man alive.
Throwing again. Walton. Open receiver. That's David Njoku. And he'll get this one.
What I tell you, bro? Like, what did I tell you, fam?
Pick up there of 20 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Walton.
Oh, like you can
incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact.
I'm gonna just calm down, fam.
Unable to hold on to the football.
I'm gonna just calm down, bro. At this point, we already know what's going on here.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Walton flush to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
Oh, when did that turn out?
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
To throw on 3rd down. Walton escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Did y'all see that, bro?
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
That's something you have
not only do they not stop him, bro,
they
push him.
If you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. First carry for Royce Freeman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Walton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
On third down, Walton. He can run for it, and he will. Over the middle, complete. It's Marsh. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. On first down, Walton. Complete over the middle.
He's that's 6 throws, man. How many have been to my user? Please tell me.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. To throw on second down. Walton.
Thank you.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Jackson. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
It's a base defense, bro. This is a base defense, man.
From the gun, Jackson. It's Hill, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
A linebacker out there, right? Okay.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And shedding through the tackle.
Couldn't gather myself to throw a pass.
And that brings up
okay, bro.
Well, that wasn't a completion. but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield. He was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change,
light his
right?
ass up with that kicker.
Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Willie Henry. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, Walton eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right, and that's caught inside the 30.
Somebody please tell me why this man.
Cleveland.
How, Sway?
Michael Gallup,
right,
his
cool.
second touchdown on the season. And
Good
the
job.
Browns have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right? Because
play
once
call,
he took
bro.
off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Jackson from the shotgun. And Adams has it complete. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Jackson on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
One thing I definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap.
Left tackle gets hurt, he takes the sack.
Left tackle gets hurt, he takes the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Lavonte David able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. In for the score. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 1st and 10, Walton flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And
wow! His receiver stopped.
Picked up by Sidney Jones. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I feel bad, bro. Like, legit. I feel bad. His receiver stopped. Yo, that's trash.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Now let's go.
And they'll run it here.
Oh, yes, please. Just tackle me through the 315-pound lineman that's right there, bro. Please. Thank you.
They tried a quick hitter
Thank
inside,
you.
but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Now a right side completion here by LaFell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
I'm at a loss of words, bro, like, legit.
Here's Tucker now out
That's
to
a
kick this
14-point
one
swing.
away.
This wide receiver literally stopped running.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Solid return for
holding
field
turbo.
position. They'll
Does it
start
wrong.
at the 32-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Let's go. White 90.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Heavy rush.
I'm going to sit here and let you keep doing play action, bro.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Operating from the gun. Walton escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go. 190.
Off the play fake. Walton rolling to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Here we go. 190.
Off the bootleg. Walton, he'll buy some time right.
Come on, bro. Like, that's a 99 overall DB.
Inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, Walton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Walton, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. More from Cleveland after this. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Walton, nowhere to go here. He lost
Oh, 45, that a damn ball.
Things like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The left side throw complete to Adams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This is what I mean by when I say I make the right read, bro. Like, I can see the man blitz coming. I can see the zone blitz coming. I can see it, bro.
Quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left.
Oh, 81 this week trying to touch the, and he's hurt! And he's hurt! Bro, like, come on, fam. What?
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
And all 81 has to do is touch that, man. That's a TD. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flushed out right. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gone!
One hot.
He'll drop to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. LaFell, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. They still can't get it. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Ohio. Ohio.
Throwing on first down. Walton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Walton. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, Walton forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deeply. This is caught at the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Extra point forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets around him. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard.
Let's go, buddy.
Line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun. Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So we have
what's up with that, bro? Like,
in front as we
it's not really a touchdown, but bro, that's a 20-yard, 30-yard completion. It just sticks him in his fucking hand.
Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back to Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Lavonte David in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I don't even play this shit on that, bro.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll set up to throw. And this one is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Please tell me who 80 is, bro.
A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun. Walton being chased out left. Going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Flex round.
From the gun, Walton. And that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And his kick is indeed good.
Oh, look, everybody, it's a tie game. Yay!
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get it to LaFell there. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Now, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now.
Bro, look at that, son! Just 2 unblocked players!
Time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sure. Shit's fucking insane, man.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5
2
to this
unblocked
point.
players.
This is 3rd down and 12.
Detroit! Gun!
They're going to look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Dancing to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 11. Twisting away. A terrific return.
All those moves, bro.
27 yards
Cool
on
stories,
total.
man.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Ohio!
Operating from the gun. Walton under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. from the gun. Walton. Throwing right, and that's complete. A big 30-yard play on third.
What up?
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard
keep doing your fries up there by yourself.
To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
With 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout.
To yourself, bro.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Operating from the gun. Walton flush to his right. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have moved out in front. Point after try forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he will lose yardage and be backed
Look
up
at
to
the numbers, man.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
I just don't want to play this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit.
They'll look to throw again. And Adams has it complete. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Looking to throw. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hot. Detroit, Detroit. Gone, 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 gone. Hot.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
What a joke, bro. Like, legit. What a joke.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the
Oh, I mean, hit him with 53, bro. Damn, that's a good hit.
Field position as they get it up past the 35. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
Oh, my God, bro. Jesus Christ, man. You're fucking great.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
56. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
2 yards, bro. There's 5 people in the box. I get 2 yards.
Leopard! Leopard!
Look at this. 5 again.
Leopard!
5 people in the box.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Look at that! Oh, it makes no sense as to why you're able to touch him.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about
Makes
7
no
here on
sense,
3rd
bro.
down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game.
Jesus
He's definitely one of the better
Christ.
linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, Jackson. Steps away to his left. And a big one.
Had I known I had a right-handed quarterback in the game, bro. Had I known.
Tay David in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
Is there a link to see the starting quarterback is back in the lineup? Nothing, bro. You just... Oh, you playing, huh? All right, cool.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Off play action. Walton buying time to his left. And his pass incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hut! Hut!
They'll run it now out of the gun.
You know why he did that? You know why he did that? Because he knew he was going to get fucking net right there, bro. Come on,
Good
man.
pick up there for the Browns. 15 yards.
Robbing me, son.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ohio! Ohio!
Back to throw. Walton, they'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Hut! Hut!
He may try and run for this. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, Walton. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
yards,
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Jack in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. A second nice move. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
He's back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Jack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing to start the drive. Walton. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that one will be accepted. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This from long, very long range. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Throwing to start the drive. Walton, he's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw on second down. Walton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
No, that ball has to come out, son.
At the 46.
That ball has to come out, though.
Right about 4 there on the scramble.
Oh,
and
shit.
it's second down.
That ball's got to come out,
He only gets a few yards
man.
on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. What? 90. Cut.
On 1st down, Walton forced out to his left.
Thank you.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Go, baby.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Blue landed.
Play action. It's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Not fucking
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed
all
in
I
this
had to
game
do
is
was just
absolutely
not
extraordinary. Let's just
fucking
face
run the
it.
play action.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this.
Damn,
pass
I'm an
rush.
idiot,
It's been
man.
demonstrated time and time again.
Take your fucking time, then. That's it.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Amazing
It's
how
a
well
gain
that
of
fucking
6
zone
on the
blitz is
play,
going on, man.
and that's going to make it 4th down. Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez on for a very important punt here in overtime. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now he'll tuck it and run. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The Browns try to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens.
Come on, bro.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, we just gonna let him do that, huh?
37. It's
Okay.
a pickup of 6 and good enough to move.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of
Rip
attack.
the
They've got a
goddamn
nice
run
little drive
side and
going
he
right
still
here.
gets that. Oh my God.
Scrimmage the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
This is Cohen. Finding room to the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
You got him. You got him. You got it. Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run here with Freeman. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And he got it! The kick is good!
And we always pay lip service to